So I recently left this waitressing job that I did for, it was only 4 weeks, but it felt like 10 weeks. It was just very, very busy hours. I'm not afraid of hard work at all, but this was a lot of hard, like, labor, walking around a lot, like over 20,000 steps, sometimes up to nearly 40,000 steps. It was about 37,000 steps on one of the busiest days, but you know, carrying a lot of trays of glasses, and your body starts being like, this is not right, and then you're not getting paid a lot for the hour. But the experience I went in for was to try and make some friends after moving to like a new city. I always found, anytime I've done waitressing in the past, when I was younger, like I lived in New York for a bit, and I lived in Galway, and I lived in Dublin, and I've done waitressing in like cafes and restaurants and bars there. And I always found I always made great mates, because you're in it together and you're in the hardest kind of stressful situations, and it kind of makes you bond. Or they're not always that hard, but it's just good bonding. But this job was just so busy that you actually didn't get to chat with the people that you're working with that much. I did make some lovely connections, but they were just very brief. And I'm sure if I worked there longer, I'd be able to make more connections, but I just wasn't going to stick with it for very long, because it was just a bit too hard on the mind and the body. And once I got shouted at for smiling, I was like, no, this place is not for me. I like to smile. But I find I think it's weird moving around a lot. It's kind of interesting making friends. Like, I could easily make friends, but different situations that you make friends in. So I've been doing some dance classes since I moved here in like September, and I've kind of stuck with the same two because I really like them, but also they're close by, and you get to kind of see the same girls that go to the dance classes, but you're not chatting with them because you're dancing. But there's like little bonds that you can make with people, like, oh god, that was really hard, or oh, that's fun, and then you get to know their names. But it's interesting trying to make new mates with people. I feel like when I made friends with some of my closest friends, it was based on like attraction, like that. Weirdly, I remember one of my friends from school, I remember meeting her in like my 4th year of secondary school, and like seeing her, and then like I think we must have laughed about the same things, and then I was like, bond, I need to be with you all of the time. But then you make a really close bond, and then it just never goes away. You kind of love bomb each other at the beginning, and then you're like, oh, that's it, now we're friends. And one of my other closest friends in college, I remember the first day seeing her and being like attracted. I was like, I need to be friends with this girl, and then being really awkward as well. I'm like, oh my god, I've ruined it on the first day. And then and then we bonded, and then we got on, and then we are now very, very close friends, and we're still close friends until this day. But that's like college and school, right? There's very few. I've made lots of other friends since then, but like close friends, there was one I made in a job that I felt very attracted to her, and I was like, okay, how do I make this? And then we became friends, and then we were very close. But it's rare. So moving to a new city and meeting people, I've definitely found that there was lovely girls working where I was working, but just because I didn't get to chat to them much, they just don't get to bond as much. But hopefully I'll meet them again in the outside world. But I was chatting with a housemate and saying that, yeah, it's just a bit weird at this time in your life trying to make new friends. I don't think you can you're never going to replace the real core group of friends or core people that you made early in life, because they know who you really are. They've been through lots of things with you, so it's never going to be able to be like that. But I think you can make medium friends that you can be really close with, go and do things with. But how do you meet them? It's like dating as well. Like, I have to go to situations or work, like I have to change my job in order to meet people. So my job being like a trainer and a teacher, you're in this position where it's you and then there's other people. You're not like in with like colleagues as much. And even if you're working in a gym, when there's other personal trainers, you're all busy and you're with your clients, so you're not with the colleagues that you're working with. So that's why I wanted to do waitressing for a bit, to just be like, oh, I want to be in amongst it. And who knows, maybe I'll do it again, but I'm not going back to that place because it was just too much on the body for not enough money. And who knows, maybe I'll do another job and try something out completely new that I haven't done before. Who knows? But it is I think, what am I driven by? I'm driven by connecting with others. So I may do a job just so that I can make some friends, or I may join a group just to connect with other people, not even to do the thing that I'm there to do. I think someone suggested that I do tag rugby. I was like, I don't really have any interest in doing tag rugby. Tag rugby where you run around and you're catching a cloth of someone, is that it? Maybe I will. But I need to be faced with it. I need to see what it looks like first before I decide to join. I'm okay showing up to things by myself as like a Billy No Mates and just being like, hello, I'm the only one here. Oh my God, this reminds me of that. When I was living in Italy, I have some beautiful friends I made in Italy, and they are core friends as well. But yeah, it's just like situational, and you kind of bond with people and you're like, oh, how lucky I am to have met you. But there was a moment that when I was there early on, maybe someone told me about it and they said, why don't you try Internations? And I think it's like a group of, it's like organized where people meet and maybe you make friends, or networking or something like that. And I went to one in Verona. Oh my God, it was the most awkward thing ever. Like, it was, I can go into those situations, but then when my body's like, don't want to be here, I'm just like out. I'm just like not saying goodbye to anyone, I'm out of it. But I went, and at the beginning there was like a small group, and I'm like, hi, hello, oh, what's your name, or where are you from, well, yeah, what are your hobbies, and that kind of thing, blah blah. But then like lots more people came, so it kind of became almost like a party or something, and I was like, well, sure, you can't talk to anyone when there's this many people here. And I think maybe that's what it is. It's like a drinking kind of get together. But yeah, I just decided I didn't want to be there anymore. I was like, get me out of here, I don't want to be here, go. But I found what I didn't like about it was that just the people that I was meeting there, they were just talking about what work they have and who, I don't know, all the things that they are. Like, it's almost like this is what I do, and I'm this, and la la la, and almost like showing off to each other. Oh, I do this. Oh, have you never been there? Oh no, have you never been there? I'm like, I don't care about this stuff. This is not aligning with my soul. I need to be around real people, not just phonies. But yes, making friends is interesting. But I feel like there's like these apps that you go make friends with people. I'm not going to make any friends being on the phone talking to myself. I can make friends with a taxi man that I was in the car with the other day, chatting away. I could also make friends with this person walking ahead of me, but that might be a bit weird. Imagine I just walked up beside him and just started to say, hello, how's your day going? Is that weirder than this, talking to myself on the phone? I'm going to start doing, there's this page on Instagram that my brother sends me videos of, is this girl. And she's like, I don't know if it's her thing that she does where she just does awkward things, like step outside her comfort zone, and she just asks like really awkward questions, or like to do awkward things. Maybe I'll start doing things like that. Step outside your comfort zone. Yes, that I was talking about a book that I'm reading called The Courage to Be Disliked, and that's something I want to try out. Is I've been a people pleaser for far too long, and I'm now deciding I don't care if people like me or not. And I'm so free in thinking that. I mean, I would have to practice it. I really don't care. Not in a mean way, but I don't care. People don't like me, that's fine. You don't have to like me. No, I don't like everybody, so why would everyone have to like me? Now I'm free of anyone judging me because I don't care. So now I'm not going to care if I embarrass myself. I don't really care about embarrassing myself anyway. I can absolutely be a clown and do silly things and put myself in situations that might be embarrassing. But sure, it's all for the story, isn't it? It's all for the plot. The story to tell.